Hello everybody and welcome to Tom's Garage Fix. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to restore your headlights from this to this. And this is all that you're going to need for today's video. It is a $20 headlight restoration kit that you can pick up from Amazon or your AutoZone for around $20. You get everything in here. Now I already have done the passenger side headlight, but as you can see from the previous clip, it does make quite a significant difference. Now you're going to have step 1, step 2 and step 3 with sandpaper, a few towels and a safety glove. Now it is actually extremely simple to do. Just follow the steps in the instructions or follow the steps in this video and we'll get right in and restore the headlight. So this first step is we're going to get our surface activator and we are going to apply it to the entire headlight. Now before we start, it's completely up to you if you decide to mask around the entire headlight to prevent your body work from being scratched. Now, if you have got an older car like me and the car has got a few dings, then I'm not too worried about slightly or if anything scuffing up the slight paintwork around here. So why don't we go ahead and get started. So apply the surface activator. So now that we've applied the step 1 surface activator, go ahead and get some water. Make sure you have plenty of water. And we're just going to rinse down the headlight. Before you do this, please be sure to leave the headlight or the surface activator on for around 30 seconds before pouring the water on. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is grab our 400 sand grit paper and we are going to surely make sure that you have the sandpaper watered down. But what we're going to ahead and do is we're just going to rub this, put a medium pressure, rub it in circles for about 5 minutes before we go ahead and go to the next step. So I'll see you at the next step. So now that we have sanded this for about 5 minutes now, go ahead and grab your water and we're going to rinse it off like so. And as you can see, there is a white glaze on the headlight, but as you can tell, there is no more yellow glaze or yellow markings from the sun. So why don't we go ahead and do the next step. So now that we have done this process, grab yourself a paper towel and wipe down the headlight. Make sure it's completely dry. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is grab our second lot of sandpaper. So this should be the P1000, so this one. And then go ahead and dunk your sandpaper into the cup of water that you have, and we're going to go ahead and sand this part for about 5 minutes with a medium pressure again. And then we're going to, once this part is done, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. So now that we've gone through the second step of the sandpaper, go ahead and rinse off your headlight. If you'd like, go ahead and grab a paper towel and dry the headlight off. Just make sure that to get any sediment off. And as you can see, it's already looking much better. So now we're going to go ahead and do the next step and the final step of sanding, which is to use the 2000 sand grit paper. So what we're going to go ahead and do is the same process again. We're going to go ahead and dip this in the water. We're going to sand this for about 5 minutes and then we are going to come back and do the next step. So now that we have finished with the 2000 grit sandpaper, same process again. We're going to pour water over the lens and we are going to dry off with a paper towel. Now the next step involves using a polishing compound. Don't worry, when you dry this off, you are going to get a sort of white haze, as you can see in the headlight right here, but that is completely normal and it will go away all by the time this video has ended, or by the time you have done all of these steps correctly. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to make sure that this headlight is completely dry. Go ahead and just grab some more paper towels and just make sure that there's no moisture hiding underneath the headlights like here, and that the surface is completely dry. So now that we have dried this off, we're going to go ahead and grab our clarifying compound and the rag that came with the kit, and you're going to put around half of this packet on this cloth, and then we're going to rub this in for around 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back and see how we're doing. So now that we have rubbed the polishing compound into the headlight, the next step is to rinse it off with more water. So go ahead and do that. As you can see, the headlight is already looking a lot better. Now don't worry about the white haze that you will still get on the headlight. Next, we're going to completely dry it off with a paper towel. Make sure that you get all around the headlight as well, because there will be water hiding down here. So make sure you rub all of it off until it's completely dry. What we're going to go ahead and do now that we've dried our headlight off completely, go and grab your surface activator again, and we're going to spray the headlight down one last time before we go to the next step. So now that we have applied this, we're going to leave it for around 30 seconds to do its thing, and then with the other white towel provided in the kit, we're going to completely dry this entire headlight and then move on to the next step. We've only got a couple more steps to go before this headlight will look brand new. So now that we've left the activator to settle in and activate for around 30 seconds, go ahead and grab the towel, and we're just going to dry the headlight off. And look at that, doesn't it look so much better already compared to the beginning when we had the yellow headlights at the start. Now you are going to see a slight white glaze come back. Now do not worry about that, that is completely normal. The next step is going to pretty much eliminate all of this white glaze that you will see on your headlight. So the next step is a little bit complicated, or you have to do it pretty quickly. Now the next step does involve putting on some safety gloves, so make sure you go ahead and put your safety glove on that came with the kit. Now that we've got our glove on, go ahead and grab the blue towel that was provided in the kit, and we're going to do the final step, which is the UV block clear coat step 3. Now what this does is you're going to apply it, and it does apply and dry quickly. And what we're going to go ahead and do is undo the top here. Be very, very careful. This stuff is rather potent as well, so just prepare yourself. We're going to stick this in the end, and we're going to wet this down to about this much of the towel, good maybe ½ inch or so, and we're going to go and do lines up or down or side to side depending on what your preference is, and we're going to start from the top and work our way down, and we're going to do this about 2 or 3 times. It's completely up to you how many times you decide to put the towel in the bottle and go ahead and apply it to the headlight, but please be aware that the more layers you apply on, the quicker it tends to dry, and you're going to need to act fast if you want to put a lot of layers on. So I'm just going to put around 2 to 3 layers of this UV block on, or UV clear coat on, before the headlight is finished. This is going to be the last coat that I'm going to put on the lens. Now I will tell you that it does say in the kit as well that after you apply this UV coat to the headlight, you do have to wait around 1 hour before you drive or have any sort of direct sunlight on the lens itself. It's a good idea, and it's recommended and suggested that you leave the coat to cure for around 6 hours before you go ahead and drive your vehicle in direct sunlight or rain or any sort of weather. And there we have it. That's how you restore your headlights. That is the final step that is going to be in this video. And as said before, you're going to have to wait around 1 hour to let these clear coat sort of dry and cure, if you will. And then it says on the packet as well, I recommend leaving the headlight for around 6 hours to let the whole clear coat cure and let it do its thing, so it gives you a nice, good, sealed protection for years to come. Now, this is how you restore your headlights. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you found it helpful, go ahead and check out some of my other videos on my channel. You might like how to change your air filter, how to clean your MAF, how to change your engine oil, or any sort of car maintenance to do with the B5.5 Volkswagen Passat, in particular the V6. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it interesting. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I look forward to hearing from you. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up too, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.